Hello, welcome to your meditation practice as part of the Open Heart Project. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad we can practice together. We're going to sit for 10 minutes. We're going to start nowish. So get settled on your cushion on the floor or in a chair. And I always point over there because I have a chair right there, which you can't see. Anyway, if you're in a chair, please sit with your feet flat on the floor. As we get settled, I want to share with you a few thoughts on the sixth paramita, which is called wisdom. The reason I'm going to share so briefly is because I don't know very much about it, but I'll tell you what I do know. We've been reviewing these 6 transcendent actions, the 6 steps we can each take to bring more happiness into our lives and into the world, into the hearts of others. If you missed the first 5, don't worry, you can jump in here. The paramitas are inseparable. One contains all. Or prajna at least contains all of them. The 6th one, wisdom. The first paramita was generosity, a sense of opening your treasure of natural riches and giving what is needed. The second is discipline, bringing a sense of sort of precision and sharpness to it, so you're not just a pile of mush. The third paramita was patience, a quality of sort of willingness to be with what is without trying to constantly manipulate it. The 4th paramita was called exertion, the kind of natural energy that arises when you apply generosity, discipline, and patience. The 5th paramita was mindfulness, which we're going to practice in a moment. And the 6th, wisdom, is sometimes translated as transcendent knowledge, which means this is knowing that transcends conventional knowing. This is it's a kind of omniscience. So is one way that I think of what is meant by the paramita of wisdom. It is the ability to see beyond subject and object. And the reason, again, that I can't say much more about that is because I don't understand how you do that. Yet I believe and trust that it is an accurate description. The ability to know beyond subject and object, beyond your personal reference point, beyond ego. Don't think you know what that means until you look it up, because it's more complicated than what you think, I'm pretty sure. Here's the most visceral way I can describe it, and then we're going to do our practice. In meditation practice, as you know or will discover, we bring attention to breath. And when our attention strays into thought, we let go and come back to the breath. Often in the beginning, which could last several lifetimes, there's a sense of observing the breath. You rouse awareness of your inner observer, and that's a really, really good start. That's a really excellent thing to investigate. There's you, and there's something observing you. There's a part of you observing you. However, there's a part of you that is observing you, and observing you, and so on. And you can't find the end of this chain of the ability to see what is seeing, what is seen, and so on, which is kind of trippy. Once I think I read this, might have heard it, that Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche, the Tibetan meditation master, who I love and who I hope loves me wherever or whoever he may be, once said that the way to step into transcendent knowledge is to let go of the observer completely. That is super trippy. Just let go. Even if you can just flash for a moment on what would that feel like to not just observe your experience, but to let go of whatever is observing, to just be. Then you would be living in the castle of wisdom. Don't take my word for anything. You've got to investigate all this for yourself. Let's practice. To begin your practice, please forget everything I just said. If you haven't already, just let go. And feel your body seated on your meditation cushion or on your chair. and give your weight to it. Like, don't hover, just let there be a sense that you could drop a little more heavily onto whatever you're sitting on. Rest your hands, palms down, just above the knee or at mid-thigh, somewhere that feels comfortable. And draw yourself up as you root down. Sit up straight. Proclaim your dignity. There's nothing to hide. And as you sit up straight, feel the softness of your front body, your belly, your chest, your throat. These are 3 gates of communication with our world, and they are always open. We are very permeable, touchable, tender, vulnerable beings with a strong back to support it all. So feel that combination of strength and softness in your own body. It's quite beautiful. Let the shoulders relax. The mouth is closed, which is awesome because you don't have to say anything. The lips and teeth are slightly parted, help the jaw to relax. The breath is natural, in and out through the nose, unless you have a cold or bad allergies or something. But otherwise, just breathe. You're already breathing. Just because I say breathe doesn't mean you just started. You're already doing it, so that's cool. The eyes are open, and the gaze is cast down to a comfortable spot in front of you. And imagine that the eyes could like rest back in the sockets a millimeter. And vision just streams from your eyes like the rays of the sun and sort of warms everything, relates with everything. And the crown of the head reaches up a little bit. Tune into your breath. Allow your thoughts to sort of turn down. If you had a volume on your mental chatter, you just turn it down. And let the breath take the forefront of your attention. And you do that by simply feeling your body breathing. Imagine that breath is like a wave. It rolls up the shore on the inhale and recedes back into the ocean on the exhale. And let this wave sort of cradle you. This is a time that you can actually really rest. And the breath really supports us to do that. If you become absorbed in thought, no problem. A-okay. Just gently let go. Gently bring your attention back. Feel it coming back to the breath and resuming this beautiful ride. In, out. This is our practice, and we'll sit together. Thank you so much for your practice. I'm so grateful for it. And if you feel like it, go to the comments section. Tell me one word. How do you feel today? And where are you? Are you in Calcutta? Are you in Connecticut? Are you in Kazakhstan? It would be so nice to know where you are as we sit together and how you're feeling. See you next week.